Now we will have a look at a record trigger flow. Basically, it works the same way like a workflow or the process builder we had a look at before. There, once you create a record, once you update the record, once you update it to meet a certain criteria, then the flow will trigger. In our example, what we want to do now is every time a stage changes on the opportunity, we want our manager to get notified. But we do not want him to get notified in form of an email. We want to get him a custom notification. These are our customer notifications here. Once you click on the bell on the right top corner, like you see it here, we have it also from the approval processes ones. And here we want to send our manager. So the manager, the same we also use for our forecasting, and the manager we can define on the user itself to get a custom notification here that a stage has changed. So first of all, we have to create a custom notification. Therefore, we go to the setup, just type in custom notification. And here you see I have one, it's called mail to manager. You create your own. You just have to type in a name and select if you want to have it available for desktop, mobile, or for both. And that's the whole magic you need to do here. So we can directly jump over to our flows. And as I said, we will create a record trigger flow. In our case, we will have this on the opportunity object. Every time a record is created or updated. And for the condition here, I want to have the stage change. So stage is changed equals true. And just because we use this is changed as an operator, we can't edit here anything else. So let's click on done. And that was the easy part now. In the next step, we need to make this custom notification we just created. We have to make this available for our flow. And we do this with this get record element. So we just created it somewhere else in our setup, and now we want to make sure that we can get this custom notification. So get notification, and we search here for our custom notification type. You can also use this get records element. For example, if you want to summarize objects on specific values. For example, you can say you want to get the records, you want to summarize all active contracts and make this available in a screen flow just to show it on your homepage, for example. Then you can also use this get records element to sum up all the contracts with status active and just count it. So we have now here a custom notification type, and for the filter we have to search for our custom notification type we've just created, and therefore we have to search here for the developer name equals, and what we have to enter here now is our developer name, and the developer name is the API name here. So we can just copy and paste it here. So we have the developer name now mail to manager. In our case, it's okay to only have the first record. We just want to make sure that we got this record. If you want to, as I said in this example, summarize objects or records of objects, you can sort it here. You can say you want to have all records. In our case, this is fine. Now we can click on done. The next step, to be honest, you can skip that. But once you create flows or even more complex flows, I would always suggest to put this in here. Makes it much easier for you. Here I put in a decision element and want to just check if we have this custom notification. Check custom notification. Click here on check, and here our conditions are that our new variable is available, so we just say is null equals false, and that's basically it. And now we can say if this is not available for whatever reason, we will stop this flow here. If it's available, we can execute our action here, and our action is, as I said, a custom notification. So we have the action set, custom notification, just name your label, and here we have to select the custom notification ID. So the custom notification type ID, sorry. Here we have the notification body. We can put here also fields from our record itself. So let's say we want to have the opportunity name, and let's say new stage change on up, and the opportunity name. Let's put in the same for the notification title. Let's wait for this recipient ID for a second. And now let's include the sender ID, and this should be the opportunity owner. So let's put in here the opportunity owner ID, and the target ID is our opportunity ID itself. And now let's talk about our recipient. You see here it's called recipient IDs. And as I said, we want to mail it to always the manager. So what the system expects now here is a list of all the potential of all our potential managers, and then we will send it just to the manager of the owner. So you can try it on your own. Here you can do it with users and user roles. You won't find anything that fits here. Therefore, I will create a new variable, call it manager ID, select the data type text, and what's important here, allow multiple values, because I'm pretty sure you do not have only one manager, so in most of the cases you will have at least two. So you need, as I said, a list of managers here. So let's click on done, and once again on done. Yeah, that you can say now our flow is nearly ready, but we have one problem still left. We have now a variable for our managers, but we do not have really a defined list with all the values in there. And therefore we have to we send out this action, define our list once and fill it. And therefore we put another assignment element in here and set add manager ID. And here we can search our manager ID variable we just created, and we will fill it with our operator called add with the value of our user, and here the manager ID of our user. It's here. Now we click on done. And now we have a defined list with the ID of the manager from the user where we can send this notification to. So let's save it here and call it demo record trigger, click on save, and of course, you know it, in the next step, we have to activate it. So let's go back here. And you see now I had here I have a few opportunities from my ForceFox user. And at the moment, our Marcus Fox user is assigned as the manager of our ForceFox user. Therefore, I will just go in here and do some changes in our stages. And in the last step, I can go to my user setup and log in as our Marcus Fox user, so our manager in this case. And you see here now I have two new notifications that a new stage change happened on this opportunity and on this. So another small example of a record triggered flow. Of course, there are thousands of scenarios where you can use it. Just keep in mind for the exam record triggered flow, yeah, as the name already says, once a record changes or is created, then you can trigger the flow with it. Thanks for your attention. See you in the next flow video.